Hey, what's up guys? So today we're going to be taking a look at some newer Yu-Gi-Oh cards. We actually got a really good new Xyz monster coming out, plus some new Rush cards were also announced. This is really cool looking dinosaur over here. Plus on top of that, we're getting a reprint of our card that I think a lot of people will be excited about. But anyways, let's go ahead and hop right into checking out the new card. Cicada King over here. This is number 3, so here is of course the artwork of it. And anyways, it is going to be a rank 3 wind insect Xyz effect monster with 1200 attack and 2500 defense points, and its Xyz materials are any 2 level 3 monsters. And it says you can use each effect amongst the first and second effects with this card's name only once per turn. So the first effect is, if this card's battle position is changed, you get a special summon an insect monster from your hand or graveyard in defense position. The second effect is, when a monster's effect is activated on the field, you get to detach a material from this card, then target one monster, negate its effect, then choose one insect monster on the field and either change its battle position or make it gain 500 defense. Honestly, this stat boost is not that relevant. The more relevant effect is we have a new rank 3 that can actually negate things, so that opens up the doors for a lot of different decks to go ahead and extend out some of their combos. And then on top of that, if you happen to be playing insects, which honestly I don't think I've really seen too much play, the only build that I've seen which was like viable, which is a spam link deck build that ran like Gokibor, but it did require a normal monster, so I'm not sure how interested people are in even trying that. But again, I don't think we've gotten any really good insect support in quite some time, so this is going to be a nice little card to go ahead and add it to them. But it's probably a generic card that adds just another, again, negate to most decks. Next up though guys, we got a lot of newer Rush cards. Some of these were only seen in some of the episodes, so we might have a different effect just as a heads up. But anyways, a bunch of new Yu-Gi-Oh news, so let's go ahead and go over it. So this is Magic Fire card. It's a normal trap card. Its requirement is that you can activate this card when your opponent's monster declares an attack. Choose a face-up monster spellcaster type on your field. During that turn, it can't be destroyed by battle, so it's like protects with one card. Mediocre met effect in my personal opinion. This is just a normal monster. It doesn't really matter. Those are the stats of it though, so level 4, 1000, 1200. Next up there is Art of Fiery Mask Fiery Noodle Heartburn Inducing Pork Roast Fat, which it's probably going to change the name of the TCG. Anyways, normal spell card requirement is you can activate this card if there is a face-up monster pyro type on your field. Choose one face-up monster opponent controls until the end of the turn. That monster loses 400 attack times the number of face-up pyro monsters you control. Next up, we have Art of Masquerade Fire Noodle, drawing out the rich, tasty flavor reversal. Is this going to be a new like ramen archetype coming out? That would be kind of funny to see in the game. Obviously, I want like actual Yu-Gi-Oh cards in addition to Rush, but Rush is what the anime is going to be all about. Anyways, normal spell card requirement is that you can activate this card by sending cards from your hand to the graveyard equal to the number of normal monsters in your graveyard. Draw cards equal to the number of cards into the graveyard by this effects requirement. Okay, that's pretty interesting. So we have some draw power. Again, some of the artwork on this is kind of funny, but again, it's for like a ramen archetype. Anyways, next up we have Art of Mass Fiery Noodle Scorching Burner. So here's the artwork of this card over here. And anyways, it says that it's a normal spell card, requirement is none. Effect until the end of the turn, all face-up monsters pyro type on your field gain 100 attack times the number of normal monsters in both graveyards. In fact, in a lot of these Rush duels, this card could actually be quite great because you can easily get this up to like 2000 attack, I'd say, on like the mid game. And the game gets to mid game quite fast in Rush duels because you're drawing 5-6 cards every turn. Anyways, next up we have Art of Mastery Fire Noodle Cooking Pot. It's a normal trap card. Requirement is after your opponent activates an effect of a monster 7 or higher, the effect is to choose one face-up monster opponent's field that loses 1000 attack at the end of the turn, then you gain 500 life points. Okay, interesting stuff indeed. Next up, we've got, well, we still have more Rush cards, but this is actually going to be pretty cool because, like I mentioned before, this card is getting a reprint, which is a really expensive card. Anyways, this is Maximum Gold. This was actually announced like a day or two ago. I just didn't cover it, so this is again just more new Yu-Gi-Oh news here. So anyways, it's just Striking Gold. It's going to be coming out on October 9th, so it's not coming out for a while. So any of you guys that have these cards, you'll be a-okay. Most importantly, these are the announcements. Joel Knockbird is getting a nice little print over here because, well, I mean, the card isn't the most cheap card, especially since a lot of people like to play multiple in some of the side or even the main decks. So that can be kind of nice, but anyways, these are premium gold rare treatments over here. Joel Knockbird getting a higher rarity, so that's going to be pretty cool. Stratos, although, you know, CP Stratos, best Stratos. I guess there's Ulti too, right? But Apollo Medusa, Bow of the Goddess over here, which is the main card that people are really looking for because it's like a $100 card, and that'll be a nice little reprint. So that's the announcements for this, and I'll be updating you guys if we get any more new information on what the heck else is coming out in the new Maximum Gold, which will be coming out this year. I'm curious to know what they also include with the Premium Gold. I remember that one year we got mats. You guys remember that? But nonetheless, we got some new dinosaurs over here. These are again for Rush Duels. We have a level 6 with 1800 attack. It's actually not that bad in Rush Duels, no lies. Again, Rush Duels kind of a different format here. Super King Rex, but I will be covering Rush Duels because I'm not sure if Yu-Gi-Oh! Is going to go ahead and evolve into using Rush Duels as maybe their main mechanic in the future. So I'm curious to see what other cards come out here, and then I just really think the artwork on this card looks pretty cool. At first when I saw this, I'm like, yo, Crystal Beast got a new dinosaur? That would be pretty cool. But nonetheless, this is Super King Rex because I just saw the crystals on it. Anyways, level 8 Earth Dinosaur Effect Monster, 2500 attack, 2000 defense points. Its requirement is during the main phase in which this card is normal or special summoned, you get to send the top card of your deck to the graveyard. The effect is to choose one normal monster, level 6 or lower dinosaur in your graveyard and special summon in face up position. Which I don't understand how this is a bad thing. Like, just obviously attack position. I guess you special up face up defense position? It doesn't mean attack. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Either way, this effect is actually really good in Rush Duels. Next up, we have the Spirit Shackles, which is a normal trap card that says requirement. You activate when an opponent's monster declares an attack. The effect is until the end of the turn, the attacking monster loses 100 attack times the number of monsters of the same type as that monster in the opponent's graveyard. So that'd be good to counter certain decks archetypes over here. And I think the artwork does look cool. I was thinking that maybe we're going to see like a King of Skull Servants deck because they added the guy himself, but not the one that gains like 1,000 attack. They just added like the vanilla card and they announced it, in fact. But I just didn't really think it was that insane until we saw this card. I was hoping that they get more support because I know a lot of people are Skull Servant fans. But anyways, guys, those are the new Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Let me know, guys, what you thought of them down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like on it. And if you are new here, make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss out when we cover a bunch of the other newer Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And if you guys want to send me replays of any things, well, this card, I'm sure someone's going to make some crazy insect deck. And if you guys want to send me AzneyesReplays@gmail.com, attach the YRPX file, as it's called now. But thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll catch you next video. Have a good one. I'm signing out. Peace.